Greetings, and welcome to the show, 5 Minutes of Wellbeing with Vasilis, on Mental Wellness TV. Today, we will discuss ethics and well-being, living with dignity, living justly, living freely, and how we can manage this with practical solutions and strategies aimed at improving our mental wellness. In a world where mental health challenges are becoming increasingly prevalent, it is essential to understand the profound connection between ethical living and our mental well-being. Ethics is not merely a philosophical concept or a social ideal, but a foundation that supports our inner peace, emotional balance, and soul fulfillment. When we live according to our values, we experience consistency, self-respect, and internal stability. However, when there is a gap between what we believe and how we act, this creates inner tension, guilt, and emotional strain. Studies show that people who live by strong ethical principles report lower levels of depression and higher overall mental wellness. This illustrates that ethical living is not only a personal or societal stance but a powerful tool for psychological resilience. Furthermore, ethical climates in workplaces have been shown to directly affect employees' mental health. Environments characterized by transparency, fairness, and mutual respect reduce stress, increase satisfaction, and improve overall life quality, demonstrating that ethics is a practical condition for creating mentally healthy spaces. To integrate ethics into our daily lives in ways that boost well-being, we need to begin with honest self-reflection, identifying the core values that guide us, such as honesty, empathy, responsibility, and justice. Once recognized, it is crucial to ensure that our daily decisions align with these values. Mindful actions based on ethics, even small ones, provide relief, boost self-esteem, and empower us. Simultaneously, fostering ethical behaviors in our surroundings, whether at work, home, or community, builds atmospheres of equality, respect, and encouragement. Calm, just environments reduce anxiety, enhance security, and cultivate trust, all of which form the foundation for mental health. Additionally, embracing freedom and justice extends beyond personal aspirations. It requires advocating for respect, equality, and voice for others. Our responses to injustice, inequality, discrimination, and everyday microaggressions shape our internal world. Standing for respect and fairness strengthens our inner resilience. Each such choice empowers us from within. A practical approach to maintaining alignment with our ethical values is daily ethical introspection before sleep, taking moments to consider whether our actions reflected our beliefs, what lessons we gained, and where we can act with more integrity or compassion. Such reflections are not burdens but sources of self-knowledge and growth. Science supports the benefits of ethical behaviors. Research from the University of California indicates that consistent small acts of kindness and gratitude significantly enhance our mental state, fostering confidence, mood, and life control. These acts are ethical behaviors in essence. Our well-being is intimately linked to how we choose to behave. Living with integrity, empathy, and justice improves not only the world around us but our inner selves. It is also important to recognize the challenges and complexities involved in ethical living. We are often faced with difficult decisions that test our values, and navigating these requires courage, humility, and perseverance. Ethical dilemmas can cause stress and confusion, yet they are opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. By developing ethical resilience, we learn to face these challenges without losing our sense of self or purpose. Moreover, community support and open dialogue about ethics and values strengthen our capacity to live authentically. When we share our struggles and aspirations, we find solidarity and encouragement, reducing feelings of isolation. This collective ethical engagement nurtures a sense of belonging and purpose, essential components of mental wellness. In addition, we must address the role of forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, in the ethical journey. Holding on to resentment or guilt can weigh heavily on mental health. Forgiveness frees us from these burdens, allowing us to move forward with compassion and clarity. Cultivating forgiveness is an act of courage and self-care that supports emotional healing and ethical consistency. On a practical level, we can incorporate ethical well-being into daily routines by setting intentions each morning to act with honesty and kindness. We can also practice mindfulness to remain aware of our choices throughout the day, adjusting our behavior when necessary to align with our values. Small rituals such as journaling about ethical experiences or discussing them with trusted friends can deepen our commitment and insight. Additionally, education plays a vital role in fostering ethical well-being. Lifelong learning about different perspectives, cultures, and philosophies enriches our understanding and empathy. This broadens our ethical framework and equips us to respond to complex social and personal issues with wisdom and compassion. Importantly, organizations and institutions have a responsibility to cultivate ethical environments. Policies that promote fairness, transparency, and inclusivity not only benefit individuals but also contribute to a healthier society. Leadership that models ethical behavior inspires others and creates a ripple effect that enhances collective well-being. Furthermore, technology and social media present new ethical challenges and opportunities. Navigating digital spaces with integrity, respect, and mindfulness protects mental health and fosters genuine connection. We must be vigilant about misinformation, cyberbullying, and privacy while leveraging technology to support ethical engagement and community building. Ultimately, living with dignity, justice, and freedom requires ongoing effort and reflection. It is a dynamic process that shapes our identity and relationships. By embracing ethics as a vital component of mental wellness, we empower ourselves and others to live fuller, more meaningful lives. Here, we conclude today's presentation. We encourage you to share the topics that interest you and participate in our show. The issues you request will be addressed in upcoming episodes. If you'd like to take it a step deeper, feel free to explore our dedicated collections on our website. Thank you for being with us today, and remember, living ethically is not only about what we do but who we become.